Alright, hopefully the sound's on. Well, I guess this is it. So, I'm not really sure what to say here. I didn't write a script, so. But yeah, I haven't posted in a while. Like, I think my last videos were probably Valorant clips or something, but I wanted to start posting stuff again and like different stuff. Like maybe some motivational stuff, some gym stuff, I don't know. But I'm just gonna see where this takes me. But for my first video, I guess, yeah, I'm gonna be retaping my stick. So I did the blade in I think about 3 or 4 months ago. Maybe 3 months ago. It was definitely 4 months ago. But I've not done the knob in almost a year now, actually. The last time I did it was March 21st last year. That was the last tournament I played in. So let's get into it. I'm gonna tape the knob first. I don't want the blade to get dirty. So knob, I like to use black tape. I'm a little backwards. I use the black tape for the knob, white tape for the blade. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna post this no matter what happens. Like I gotta get my foot in the door, you know what I mean? Like, that low-key sounds stupid. Whatever. We're just rolling with it. By the way, this is first take. Like, whatever you guys see, this is the first take. I'm not gonna retake anything. I just wanna make this as real as possible. Take off the first round because it's all dirty and stuff. Then we'll get started. So, we're just gonna do the classic knob tape job. Take about like this much is what I like to do. You just spin it, it makes a cool pattern. I'll show you. Just put that on the top. Yeah, we'll just wrap this around. Just make sure I'm aligned here. I used to do like really long knob tape jobs. Like I used to have a candy cane when I first started playing. But it would go down like here. And like for reference, this is the rest of the stick. There we go. We go like here. That's like nearly halfway down the stick. So, but I prefer like a mid knob now. So really quickly before I cover it up, this is what it looks like. See how like the wrapped around there. I genuinely don't know what this tape job's called, but I know not only do like a lot of professional players use it, but I've used it since basically since I started playing. I do this and then I do a candy cane extension like almost down to the bottom. But I stopped doing that about when I was 12. See, I started playing hockey when I was 10, so I was a bit of a late starter, but I caught up decently fast. So like when I was 11 or 12, I stopped doing that. I started doing more, I guess you could say traditional, more proper tape jobs. But I like started to figure out what I really liked in a tape job. So I just kept running with whatever I felt like, which is how I got to this. This is a tape job I've been using for the past probably 3 years. So yeah. I like to do 7 around the top. So you see on the knob I've done seven loops here. So it's not that thick, it's a little bit. It's just like because I like to have my hand like right here. I leave a little bit, but like the way my hand is here, like the pad here just kind of rests on that knob. So it feels more comfortable for me. Then you can see like the tape's kind of up there. I just like to fold that in, and then I'll use another 2 pieces of tape to just secure that up there. Again, I'm really hoping the audio is here, because if not, I'll just be voicing it over. And I really don't, I mean, I can make myself a script, but like, I'm just not the best at editing, if I'm being honest. So, like, I mean, I'm decent at it. I can edit. It takes a while. Like, it's fun for me to do, but that's honestly not time that I have right now. So I had a lot of work to be done this week, so, which may lead you and me to ask, why on earth are you making this video then? Because I want to. So, right here, put some tape on top. Honestly, not my best knob, but definitely not my worst. It's a little longer than what I expected it to be. It's like, I like to have about 2 ends there. It's a little more, but we take what we can get here, you know? And honestly, I'm fine with it. Now, what I like to do on the knob is get some white tape, again, 1 round to get all the nasty stuff off of it. This counts as the 1 round for the blade, by the way, so. There we go. Well, I just want to show you this difference on the white tape because it's kind of hard to show you on the black tape. See all that nasty stuff? Now look at the difference. See how clean that is? See how clean, pristine that is? That's why you gotta do that, man. Always. You don't want all that nasty stuff on your stick. Like, whether it affects play or not, like, I don't know, but it just looks cleaner. It feels cleaner. In your mind, it's a fresh new tape job, you know what I mean? So. And please don't leave your tape balls on the ground for someone else to pick up. Please clean up after yourself. That's why I got the trash bin right next to me. Just gotta stay clean, boys. Anyways, around the bottom here, because when my hand slides, sometimes my bottom hand will slide up to here. Yes, my bottom hand. Sorry, yes. I can't speak. If it slides up here and rubs with the tape, that's just very annoying. It might ruin the tape job. So I like to go around here with a quick layer of white tape. I know a lot of people use grip tape and use white tape to seal the deal. This is my version of sealing the deal. And then with some Sharpie, I'll just write whatever I want on the white tape. Sometimes put a Bible verse on there or something. Maybe a message I want to remember. Maybe my number, but again, I'm not playing for a team this year, so I don't really have a number, so I'll just write my 3 numbers, which are, well, I got 4 now. 21, 7, 13, and 91. 91 was my playing number, but I'll put 91, 21, 7, and 13. There we go. And then clear tape on top of that because I don't want the Sharpie to rub off, and it just makes for a smoother glide if I move my hand up and down. So, plus my clear tape is slightly thicker than the white tape, so it seals the deal on both sides. It's already 8 minutes, wow. Alright, and now the blade. Blade's very simple. I do a full sock, start like basically just behind the heel, go all the way to the end, and then I wax the stick. So again, I've already done the roll. I always start on the backhand, just because I just do. I don't know why. I've done it my whole life, so may as well, you know what I mean? So this is gonna be tricky because I don't really have a lot of space in this room, but we'll do it. I'll get a little closer for you guys. Oh, I wasn't even showing it. I'll show my muscles. There we go. I'll go like this. Okay, this is where the fun begins. See, I've just kind of bent that up there. It's because we're getting to the toe. So you gotta do that. So I need to give it a little bit of slack so I can form those corners. Because if I don't give it slack, the tape will like bend while it's on the stick. And we do not want that. We do not like that at all. So see how I'm giving a lot of slack here? Just like that. I gotta secure it to the stick, so give me a second. It's gonna be a bad camera angle. Okay, there we go. I have no clue if you guys saw that, by the way, but again, see how it's all like pointed up there. Didn't do too badly on the backhand. So yeah. So now I just finished the full sock. And I'll show you what we do with the scissors. And like this low-key brings back memories, man. I tape my stick before games and stuff. Like I have a lot more free time now, but there's always a part of me that just misses like traveling every weekend and stuff. Going to Montreal, going to Boston, going to Columbus, Ohio, and PEI. Like, I'm just grateful I had that experience, man. Like, I don't know where I'd be without hockey, man. Like, oh, my band-aid's coming off. Oh, my tape job's done. Oh, shoot. Alright. The sock's complete. I just gotta cut the tape. Very unwieldy, but there we go. And my band-aid's falling off. And there we go. Oh, my tape's gonna be all nasty now. Hit the floor. Luckily, my tape job did. Alright, band-aids thrown away. Tape's picked up. I dropped a string of tape somewhere. Did I step on it? I stepped on it. Alright, so there. See, we have the full sock. That's from where I started on the backhand. I should have covered that up, but it's fine. That's why we start on the backhand. Forehand looks crisp, you know? Okay, there's a little spot there. We won't mind that for now. Now the scissors. You don't want to go too close because one of the worst feelings is you do a nice tape job and then you just get a hole in the toe. So I'm gonna sit down. I gotta focus for this. But I'll try to show you guys here. Another thing, make sure you get really good scissors for cutting tape. You can get like scissors like these, dedicated for cutting tape. I don't know why they are, but they're very sharp, very good for tape, so I use them. Or I'll cut off I'll pick up all those tape shavings off the ground. I don't like to leave a mess. Neither should you guys. Always pick up after yourselves, boys. You always gotta leave a place better than you found it, okay? It's a big thing. It's not even about like getting coaches' attention or whatever. Like, that's just something, it's good to internalize that, you know what I mean? Like, having a good mindset, humble mindset, having that will make like your walk in life. Like, sure, some people always try to get on, like, will try to take you down, but if you know that what you're doing is good, then you don't really have to care what they're saying. You know the truth. You know that you're doing the right thing. You're doing the moral imperative. Like, you have a moral duty to uphold. If someone else doesn't uphold theirs, that doesn't mean that you should just not uphold yours. Because you can't control other people, but you can control your reaction to other people. And you can control what you do to other people. Like, in a world of people who like to take each other down and be mean and just like to steal, lie, cheat. Be the one that doesn't do that. Be the one that's kind. That's what I want to do, you know what I mean? It's hard to do that, but if you just internalize to yourself that like you can be, oh, okay. I messed up. I was so lost in thought. So that's a mistake. I waxed it, but I like to do puck marks first. But firstly, you can see I did tape there. That's just because I leave a little bit on the edge of the stick and then put tape over it to secure it. And then I'll wax it. That'll kind of seal it better. But first I'm going to do puck marks. I like to do puck marks on the bottom. This is my specific marking puck. You can see the little, looks like someone took a bite out of it. That's where I do the blade, so I can still do it pretty well, but it sucks that the wax rubs off. I do a little bit on the top too. I just do that because I don't know. It just looks nice. No, there's no function to this, at least from my point of view. It just looks great. So first I do that because I like it to have some outline. Like if you're doing like pixel art or something, and you're doing like doing a drawing, you don't want it to just be like formless, unless that's what you're going for, of course. Like I know there's different art styles out there, but you want it to have some sort of like outline, and this is the outline. And then after I've done the outline, you can see kind of the black on the outside there, not as much at the bottom because of the wax. After that, I do lines. So I like to do 5 down, I need to figure out this camera angle. 5 down this way, and then 5 up that way, so it's like crossed. I'll just do that right now, and then I'll show you. So that's just what it looks like, yeah. And then same thing on the backhand side, same exact thing. So yeah. And then I just do scratches here. So what I like to do 21 this side, 13 that side. As you can tell, I like numbers a lot. Especially prime numbers, even though 21 is not prime. I just like 21, 3 by 7. 3 and 7 are some of my favorite prime numbers. Number 3 is Scott Danica, or yes, wait. Ken Danica? Danico. The hockey player Danico, the Devils player. Yeah. So let's do 21 here. I like to keep it mostly on the bottom. Wait. I like to keep it mostly on the bottom. I just did 3 extra up there, but mostly on the bottom, and then 13 here. And then, yeah. Just make it look rough a little bit. I kind of like the rough. And then I like to do a little bit extra on the toe. Just a little bit of detail there. And then wax, and then wax. And yeah, you can see this has been used a lot. That's for when I go on the blade, so I just like to do that. Helps seal the deal on the little tape there. Okay, I want to try and keep this under 20, but we'll see. I just wax a couple times on the blade. I don't like to do too much because sometimes it just feels weird on the ice. And of course, like when I go on the ice, kind of rub a little bit of snow on there because I don't want it to be too sticky. But yeah, that's my completed tape job. Just recap, look at the blade, backhand, and of course the knob, the shaft. And yeah, that will do it for my first video outside of Valorant clips. But yeah, this was really fun to make, honestly. I'll try to do some more. Don't know how consistent I'll be, but because I have a lot of work right now, but we'll see how this goes. But yeah, for anyone who's here, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.